Hey, it's Wes.
And Shonda, and welcome to DinkLife. We are back at the Akron Zoo. If you were with us for the Brew at the Zoo, we had talked about how they do something different every month. And this is the Wild for Wine night. So it's sort of the same principle. We got this tasting card.
Yep.
One is already gone off the bottom because, look at this, we already have a drink. We came in a little early because it's pouring rain.
Not the greatest night of weather.
No, we kind of caught a break in the weather, so we thought we'd try to run in real quick.
Yeah.
So we're just hanging out underneath an awning. Allegedly, the rain is stopping in the next 30 to 40 minutes, but we thought we'd just get in here and give this first sample a try. This is from, I already don't remember.
White Timbers.
White Timbers, and I got like a sort of sweeter Lambrusco. It's lovely. I like it.
Yeah, and mine was midnight. I forget what it was exactly.
Yours was a semi-dry. But yeah, so now we're just gonna hopefully walk around. You can probably hear it raining back there. It's pouring right now.
Yeah.
But we're just gonna kind of walk around, sample some wine. There are some food trucks here, and we didn't eat before we left, so we might actually sample some food tonight. We'll see.
Hopefully.
And just come with us and see what's doing. So the cool thing that we've noticed, first of all, because of the rain, all of the wineries are inside or under an awning.
Yeah, in the Komodo Kingdom, which is really nice.
Yeah, which is really kind of cool. We actually have not been here when it's rained, so didn't know what it was going to be like. I did talk to one of the volunteers here, and she said, these things go on rain or shine, so this is the contingency plan, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
One thing I did notice too, we've been to a couple of these Wild for Wines. There's a few wineries that we're familiar with, but there's already just in passing been quite a few that we're unfamiliar with. So that's really cool.
Yeah.
And speaking of which, we just got this wine from a place called Magna.
Yeah.
It's a boutique winery, and I got the impression from her, so they don't make their own wine.
Okay.
It's kind of just like wine from all around the world.
Yeah, they import it in or something?
Yes,
Gotcha.
That was the impression that I got from her.
Yeah.
But I don't like overly sweet, like sugary, syrupy sweet wines.
Yeah.
But I got like this sort of, it's effervescent is what they call it, which means it has bubbles, of course. But it's sweet from the fruit. It's not, there's no added sugar. So it's just sweet from the fruit that's in it, which is really nice because
really cool.
it doesn't have that like, like that fake sugary sweet taste. So delicious. She said it was from Italy. I'm gonna have to go back and get the name of it because I might have to try to find it at the store.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's kind of cool because the wineries, there's more like unique ones here, or like different stuff. And when we come to the beer events, it's kind of just the same.
The same old,
all the time.
Which we're used to.
Yeah, which is nice. They kind of mix this one up a little more than the brewery one.
Yeah, I would agree. So far, so good.
Oh yeah, which one do you want to talk about? Oh look, the little turtles are down there too. There's a lot of turtles over here at the moment. And that big stingray.
Yes. That ugly bunny, I've never even heard of.
No.
Alright, so we decided to go ahead and try some food from the food trucks. It's actually the first time we've done this here. We usually eat before we come or we eat after we leave. But the two food trucks here today are Scott's Fire and Ice and the Real Chef's food truck. So today we decided to try some white pizza from Scott's Fire and Ice. It looks delicious. They do actually make it in a wood fire stove or wood fire oven, and then this concoction here is some wings. They're called the Walking Dead, and they apparently make all these wings in a wok. So they're like fried up in a wok. So can't wait to dig into these and see what we're getting ourselves into. I'm going to dig into this pizza.
I'm going to check it out. The wings are good. They have good flavor.
The pizza's really tasty too. I mean, it's a white pizza, so everything's subtle, right? Mm-hmm. It's olive oil, garlic, tomatoes, mozzarella, but it's good. I did put some hot pepper flakes on it, but it's really good. Nice and thin, if you like thin crust.
Yeah, the tater tots are really good too. I have a ton of Parmesan and garlic flavor to them. Really got a lot. Overall, I did the food again.
Yeah, so far so good. So we just finished up eating the little snacks that we got here. Well, I shouldn't say little snacks. It was really like a full meal.
Yeah, it was quite a bit of food.
Yeah. The white pizza was $12. It was really tasty.
Yeah, it was good pizza.
Yeah.
Nice thin crust.
Yep.
Tasty crust and everything too.
Yeah, you could definitely taste the garlic, the olive oil, everything on it. You could taste individually, and together it made a good pizza. But to me, the winner of the night was those wings.
The wings were really good.
Oh my God. It wasn't even the wings, really. I'm not even a wing eater. So let me just say that first. Let me preface this whole thing by saying I don't eat wings. I eat like the breast cuts that they call boneless wings, which are just chicken nuggets, basically. I don't normally eat wings with bones in them. But these I ate. And they were delicious. But even more delicious was like this specific one that we got, the Walking Dead, came with tater tots and all kinds of peppers, like jalapenos, and then different like red and yellow peppers and onions. And then the garlic parm sauce that was on them. Yeah. My God,
it was salty,
it was super salty. Which that's okay. We're going to be drinking a bunch of wine, so it doesn't matter anyway. But oh my God, they were so good. Like I would definitely. I'm not even a huge food truck person. And I mean to tell you, I would track that food truck down again. It was that good.
The peppers were seasoned good too.
My God.
Perfect.
Yeah, I would say so. We're pretty persnickety when it comes to food.
And I actually thought it was pretty cheap for how much food you got.
That's what I think too. Like that's pretty much why I don't like to eat off food trucks. I don't mean to sound like I'm a snob to the point where I can't eat food truck food.
Yeah.
But normally what I find when you order food off a food truck is you pay like $15 or $20 for it, and then you're still hungry.
To a sit-down restaurant.
Yeah, that too, right? So normally it's like that's why we don't eat here, because it's like, well, we can just go and get a whole meal at a sit-down restaurant for the price that we just paid for the food truck. Yep. But I will say today, these two food trucks were fantastic.
Yeah, really good.
I would definitely eat both of them again, but man, that wing combo, whatever was going on there, was just
really good.
Delicious. So
I get those all the time.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go find out where that food truck's based out of. I don't see Kona ice here today, which is, weird for us, right? But we'll have to go see where that food truck is based out of and see if we can stalk them.
Yeah.
So we both just got a sample from this place right in front of us here, Ugly Bunny, which is in Loudonville. I am ashamed to say I've lived in Ohio my entire life. I do not know where Loudonville is, and I don't know where this winery is. But I tried a semi-sweet, this plant is like attacking my head. I tried a semi-sweet called Niagara, semi-sweet white. It's lovely. Again, it's just enough sweet. It's not like sickeningly sweet with sugar or anything like that. So it's really tasty, and then you got a dry red, right?
Yeah. And it's good. I like it.
Okay. Yeah. So I don't know how far this is from our house. We'll have to look and see, but so far, really tasty. All right, so we just left Wild for Wine at the Akron Zoo, and I mean, for my money, this was better than the brew at the zoo that we came to.
Yeah, I think it's better than the brew at the zoo. And it was really nice how they accommodated for the rain, or bad weather too.
I agree. So I forgot to mention at the start, tickets for this are $35 a person if you're not a zoo member.
Yeah.
If you are a zoo member, they're $32, and unlike the brew at the zoo, there's no VIP admission. It's just general admission. So, you know, there's no early entry or anything like that. It's like everybody come in at once.
Yep.
One thing I have noticed over the years, I don't know if the weather had anything to do with this today or not. This event is usually more, how do I put this tactfully, subdued. It's not quite as rowdy. The people aren't quite as pushy.
Yeah. It's a different crowd.
It's a different crowd.
Yeah,
Definitely a different crowd. But it's good in a good way.
Yeah.
It's not super stupid busy, but it's just busy enough that
but I think that's
to
the
keep it
difference
interesting.
between a wine crowd and a beer crowd.
I would agree.
Yeah.
But so, I mean, we really enjoyed ourselves despite the bug that's flying in Wes's face.
It's super humid out right now.
It's insanely humid. I'm sure you can tell the difference between my hair at the beginning of the video and my hair now. And it was just a nice night. I mean, it was a lovely night. There was a lot less people.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, we just had a good time. So
yeah, everything was super fun. What was it? Oh man, there was something else I was gonna comment on it, but I can't even remember now. Oh, there's no videos of any of the animals inside because they actually got brought inside for the night because we have a tornado warning here until like 9 p.m. So,
yes.
Yeah,
so
there was no animals. We just shot the stuff inside.
I did talk to a zoo volunteer, and she had told me that
there's no point to really walk around.
Right. Obviously, the animals in the indoor exhibits are fine. That's where they live all the time. But anything that is outside got put in earlier. So. Yeah. So, but I mean, other than that, it was a good time. We come to the zoo a lot, so it's like seeing the animals wasn't really.
Yeah.
We just came for the Wild for Wine event to kind of review it and see what was doing. But I have to say, much better than the brew at the zoo because you know, if you will recall our video, they ran out of beer.
They ran out of beer
fairly early. No place in here did we have that problem with wine. We pretty much everywhere we went still had a complete inventory and. We could try whatever we wanted. So kudos to the zoo on this one. This was a way better event than the brew at the zoo. And we'll probably be back next year.
Yep.
But as always, just remember, whatever you decide to do, just get out there and do it.